West 11 Sports Media presents Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network. Welcome to today's play-by-play broadcast. Littlefield Wildcats baseball is brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms, and Triple T Irrigation, Fibermax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, Always Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet, GMC. We will go live and direct to the ballpark for today's play-by-play action, right after a word from our sponsors. Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, and we are broadcasting live tonight from Muleshoe, Texas, where the Littlefield Wildcats are set to play the Muleshoe Mules in district baseball action. We're just moments away from the first pitch here in Muleshoe. We're scheduled for a 7 o'clock start, but it's looking like we're going to start a little early today, and that's okay with me, as the Wildcats are going to try to get back on the winning track after losing 2 straight coming into today. Wildcats fell to Idalou yesterday, and then last week dropped one to Shallowater on the road. So Littlefield looking to get back in the win column here today against a much improved Muleshoe team. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Wildcats. Batting first in the order is the pitcher wearing number 2, Major McNeese. Batting second will be the second baseman wearing number 22, Dawson Adkins. Batting third is the first baseman, who wears number 30, Adam McDonald. The cleanup hitter is the third baseman today, wearing number 28, that's Chip Green. Batting fifth in the order is the shortstop, who wears number 12, Ian Mendez. Batting sixth in the order is the center fielder, wearing number 18, Braden Redmond. Batting seventh for the Wildcats is the right fielder, wearing number 10, that's Jacob Kirkland. Batting eighth is the catcher, wearing number 8, Jaden Kirkland. And rounding out the batting order is the left fielder, wearing number 6, Gabe Villanueva. Also on the roster for Littlefield, number 26, Gabe Mata. Number 32, C.J. Weaver. Number 20, Anastasio Ayala. And number 16, Blayton Solis. And we are set and ready. Starting about 15 minutes early, joined by Olivia Seha. It's been a while since you've been to a baseball game with me. Ready for tonight?
Yep.
Major McNeese comes to the plate. First pitch is low and inside for ball 1. 1-0 to the batter, Major McNeese. Brayton Butler gets the start on the mound tonight for Muleshoe. Next pitch to Mage is going to be right down the middle for a called strike 1. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. To the leadoff batter here, Major McNeese. Butler with the 1-1 pitch inside. Ball 2. We're sitting right behind home plate, so we've got a better view of the balls and strikes than the umpire does. So I'll tell you if he messes up. Here's a foul ball. It's 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes after the foul. Brayton Butler on the mound. Riley Railsback behind the plate for Muleshoe. All natural playing surface here, dirt and grass. As Major steps back into the box. 0-0 top of the first. This is the leadoff batter for the Wildcats. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Curveball, he's going to ground it. Slow roller down the first baseline. It's fielded by Villanueva, and he will step on the bag for out number 1. Major McNeese grounds out to first base. So it's 1 away with nobody on for Littlefield, and here comes Dawson Adkins. Dawson Adkins coming to the plate for Littlefield. The Wildcats are dressed in their gray jerseys with white pants, maroon and white trimming numbers with Littlefield across the chest. Muleshoe in their home white jerseys with white pants, black trimming numbers. Muleshoe across the chest and script with black pinstripes. So here's Dawson. 1 out, nobody on, top of the first. First pitch to Adkins, high and tight, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 to the batter. Adkins at the plate. McDonald on deck. Here's the 1-0. That one misses high for ball 2, and now it's 2 balls, no strikes. Butler, a right-handed pitcher, on the mound for the Mules. Wind up in the 2-0 pitch. Way outside, ball 3. So now it's 3 balls, no strikes to the batter, Dawson Adkins. 3-0 delivery. Outside, ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Dawson Adkins, and Littlefield has their first base runner of the game. 1 away, runner on first, and here's Adam McDonald. Adam, the Wildcats' first baseman, steps into the box. Butler, the pitcher, checks that runner at first. It's Adkins. First pitch here to McDonald. Comes in for a called strike 1. Beautiful evening for baseball, but a little bit windy. It seems like the wind didn't start until right before the game, right? It was nice all day, and then the wind picks up right before the ball game. Here's the 0-1. That's down the middle for a called strike. And just like that, Adam is down in the count, 0-2. Throw to first wasn't in time to get the runner Adkins. 0-2 to the batter, McDonald. 0-2 pitch. It's a wild pitch. Gets past the catcher. Adkins will go to second base. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 to the batter Adkins. Correction, the batter is McDonald. Adkins is the base runner. Wildcats with a runner in scoring position here, 0-0. Here's the 1-2. Low and away, ball 2, and the count evens up now at 2-2. McDonald at the plate, Chip Green on deck. Here's the 2-2. Outside, ball 3 now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. After falling behind in the count early, 0-2, McDonald now has a full count, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. He's going to ground this one down the third base line, and it's fair, just inside the bag. Adkins will be held up at third base as McDonald will go to second. That'll be the first base hit of the game. Adam McDonald on a hard hit grounder out into left field. That puts runners at second and third now for the Wildcats with one out. Here comes Chip Green. Green, the cleanup hitter. Base hit would probably score 2 here. 0-0, top of the first. That pitch is low, gets past the catcher. Here comes a runner. Adkins will score. It hit the rubber of home plate off the catcher's gear. And that allowed both runners to advance, including Adkins. And Adkins makes it 1-0, Littlefield on top. 1-0 Wildcats. Here's Chip Green, 1-0. Butler with a pitch, high. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0. Got a fan in the stands out there. I don't think our microphone picked it up. Somebody said they loved me, and it wasn't you. That one comes in for a strike. It's now 2-1.
I bet he's got a lot of hair on his face.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was a man's voice. I know that. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Pitch, high and inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 3-1. Chip Green at the plate, 3-1. We've got a runner on third with 1 out. Wildcats lead it 1-0, top of the first. Low and away, ball 4, and Green will take first base. And the base on balls will put runners on the corners. Green at first, McDonald at third, and here comes Ian Mendez. Ian Mendez comes to the plate for the first time. He's the 5th batter in the order. Number 5 batter for the Wildcats. Braden Redmond on deck. Jacob Kirkland in the hole.
Well, if we stop talking, it's 'cause one of us got knocked in the head by a softball because Muleshoe has the best coverage over their stands.
The softball field and the baseball field are back-to-back, and we're taking shots from the softball field. That's 2 foul balls that have come over to us. First pitch to Mendez comes in for a strike. Yeah, so if I stop talking mid-sentence, I may be unconscious. Or if I start slurring my words, I haven't been drinking. It might just be concussed. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Here's Mendez, the 0-1. He's going to take it inside for ball 1, and the count evens now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Mendez. Are you looking for Chip to steal? Here's the 1-1. High. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. From the catcher to the pitcher. And that allows Adam McDonald to score on an error by the catcher just getting it back to the pitcher. And that'll make it 2-0. Littlefield on top. 2-0. Now we have a runner on first. With 1 out, back of the plate, 2-1 to Mendez. Pitch, swing and a fly ball hit out to shallow right field. Right fielder gets to it to make the catch. Green's going to have to go back to tag up and will make it in time. Whew, that was close for Chip Green. He was all ready to second and had to get back quickly as Ian Mendez flies out to right field. So 2 outs with a runner on first for the Wildcats, and here comes Braden Redmond. Redmond to the plate, number 6 batter in the order. 2-0 our score, Littlefield, top of the first. Swings at the first pitch here for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Redmond. Muleshoe's pitcher, Brayton Butler, with a pickoff throw to first, not in time. Jacob Kirkland is on deck should Braden get on base with 2 outs. That pitch comes in high for ball 1. Now it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1. We're still here in the top of the first inning. Littlefield has scored 2. One pitch. Swing and a foul ball. As he fouls it straight down, it'll be 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Braden Redmond, the Wildcats' senior center fielder. Center fielder, Redmond, right-handed batter at the plate. That thing just sinks at the plate. Good eye there from Redmond. It will be ball 2 now. It's with 2 outs. Pitch, low, ball 3. Full count now. Butler has thrown 29 pitches so far. 18 have been for ball. Three-two payoff, and that's going to be hit deep out into left field. Could be in foul territory, and it will, and it's out of play. Came around on it, got a good piece of it, just too far out in front of it, and it's going to be 3-2. The full count remains. Braden steps back into the batter's box. 3-2 pitch. Will be fouled off the end of the bat. Count remains full at 3-2. Littlefield leads the game here 2-0. Butler with a payoff pitch. Right down the middle, it'll be grounded past the third baseman, out into left field. And after a long at-bat, Braden Redmond gets on with a single. It advances Chip Green to second base. And now Littlefield has runners at first and second with 2 outs, and here comes Jacob Kirkland. Kirkland to the plate. Will be playing in right field today. Jacob Kirkland steps into the box for the first time today. He's the number 7 batter in the order for Littlefield. The double steal, and it will be uncontested. Chip Green steals third. Braden Redmond steals second. And now 2 runners in scoring position for the Wildcats with Kirkland at the plate. Pitch, high, ball 1. Or rather, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2-0. Should Jacob get on base with 2 outs, Jaden would be the next batter for the Wildcats. Pitch will be hit out to the shortstop and caught by Mauricio Herrera there at short on the line out. That will retire the side, but Littlefield scores 2 runs in the top of the first. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 1. 2-0 Littlefield. We'll be right back.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next our values that help to improve lives out of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Equal housing lender, NMLS 4-94763.
Member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here in Muleshoe, where Littlefield leads the game by a score of 2-0 over the Mules. Let's take a look at the fielding positions for the Wildcats. Getting the start on the mound will be number 2, Major McNeese. Behind the plate, number 3, Jaden Kirkland. The first baseman is number 30, Adam McDonald. Second baseman, number 22, Dawson Adkins. The shortstop is number 12, Ian Mendez. And the third baseman is number 28, Chip Green. Out in the outfield, the Wildcats have number 6, Gabe Villanueva, in left. Number 18, Braden Redmond, is in center field. And number 10, Jacob Kirkland, is in right. Here's the first pitch of the game for McNeese, and it's going to be right down the middle for a called strike one to Johnny Hernandez, a left-handed batter. Next pitch to Hernandez. Perfect strike. 0-2. Here's Major with the 0-2 pitch. Just maybe a little low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Johnny Hernandez, with Mauricio Herrera on deck and Ryan Dominguez in the hole for Muleshoe. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss at strike 3. Hernandez goes down swinging for out number 1. 1 away, nobody on for Muleshoe, and the first strikeout of the game for the Wildcats' senior left-hander, Major McNeese. So Mauricio Herrera comes to the plate now for the Mules. McNeese, first pitch in there for a called strike. Mauricio showing bunt, pulled it back, and it was a strike anyway. So here we go, it's 0-1. Pitch, high, ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. Your score is 2-0 Wildcats. 1-1 pitch from McNeese. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Here's Major. 2-1 pitch. In there, good looking pitch for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out, nobody on. It's in time for out number 2. Mauricio Herrera puts it in play. Dawson Adkins puts him out. Ryan Dominguez comes to the plate. Dominguez, a left-handed batter. First pitch here. Swing and a ground ball. Gets past the second baseman out into right field. Kirkland is there, and that'll keep him at first with a single. A hard hit grounder to right. 2 outs and a runner on first.
That was good backup there by Kirkland.
Yeah, definitely came up and got in front of it. On an outfield that's kind of lumpy like that, you're always kind of afraid it may get past the outfielder. A fast-rolling grounder. So here's Jake Villanueva. Cleanup hitter. First pitch is outside for ball 1. 1-0 to the batter, Villanueva. Littlefield leads the game here, 2-0. Bottom of the first. That pitch will be fouled off, out of play. I took a chance parking where I parked. There's already been a couple of foul balls head that way. 1-1, high and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2-1. Here's McNeese, 2-1 pitch. High, ball 3. So now it's 3 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Runner on first is Ryan Dominguez, the batter at the plate, Jake Villanueva for Muleshoe. 3-1 delivery will be hit foul down the left field line. On the foul ball, it will be strike 2. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 3-2. Wildcats scored 2 runs in the top of the first. Here we are in the bottom, and it's 2-0 Littlefield. 3-2 pitch on the payoff. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Villanueva goes down swinging for out number 3. We've played 1 complete here in Muleshoe, and your score, Littlefield 2, Muleshoe 0. We'll be back right after this.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the top of inning number 2. Wildcats lead this game by a score of 2-0 over the Muleshoe Mules. Coach Hartley not with us again tonight. He missed yesterday's game, awaiting the birth of his new baby, and he texted me this morning and said that Blair Hartley was born at 8:28 p.m. last night. He said he wouldn't be at the game. He is with his new little baby and his family, and congratulations to the Hartleys on the birth of their new baby. And I'm sure he's watching here tonight. I'm sure the baby's watching too. You think the baby's cheering for the Wildcats on its first day here on Earth? I would be.
She's probably more concerned with just being so hungry.
Here's Jaden Kirkland coming to the plate. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1. It'll be Kirkland, Villanueva, and McNeese in the order. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here's Butler with the next pitch to Kirkland. It's going to be hit high out into left field. Left fielder settles up under it and will make the catch for out number 1. So Jaden Kirkland flies out to left. It'll be one away, nobody on for Littlefield, and Gabe Villanueva comes to the plate now. The left-handed left fielder at the plate for Littlefield. Pitch high. Ball 1. So in Coach Hartley's absence, Blake Green, Coach Green down in the third base box. Coach Ryan Manasco in the first base box. That pitch is low, ball 2. 1 out, nobody on for Littlefield here in the top of the second. 2-zip Wildcats on top. 2-0 pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike 1. The count goes 2-1. 2-1 pitch. High and outside, ball 3. Brayton Butler has kind of been all over the place here early for the Mules. 3-1. That one will be grounded to first base. First baseman Villanueva fields it, steps on the bag, and that's out number 2. Gabe Villanueva grounds out to the first baseman. 2 away, nobody on for Littlefield, and we go back to the top of the order. Major McNeese comes to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out. He grounded out to the first baseman his last time up. First pitch to McNeese, and he'll swing at that one for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter. Oh, 1 pitch. Ground ball to first base, same thing that he did last time. And Jake Villanueva will step on the bag for out number 3. So the Wildcats can't get anything going in the top of the second. We're heading to the bottom of inning number 2 with your score, Littlefield 2, Muleshoe 0. We'll be right back.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network, where the Wildcats lead this game 2-0, headed into the bottom of inning number 2. It will be the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming up in the order for the Mules. Major McNeese remains on the mound for the Wildcats. McNeese threw 16 pitches in the first inning. 2-0 Littlefield. So Donovan Moreno comes to the plate for the first time today for Muleshoe. First pitch to Moreno. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. It'll be Moreno at the plate, Julian Vargas in the on-deck circle, and Riley Railsback in the hole for Muleshoe. 1-0. In the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's Major out of the windup. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 1. Now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs to the leadoff batter, and he'll swing at that one for strike 2. Now 2-2. McNeese, 2-2 delivery. They'll foul this one off over the backstop and out of play on the foul. The count remains 2-2. Two-two pitch. Check swing on one outside, and they'll say did not come around. Ball 3. One thing I like about Major, and honestly Littlefield pitchers over the years, as the next pitch is high, it'll be ball 4. But it seems like Littlefield pitchers have always worked fast. They've kept a steady pace on the mound. Not a lot of time wasted between pitches. Kind of keeps the pressure on the batter, I think, and also helps me out as a broadcaster. I don't have to use as much filler between pitches as that one is fouled off. Strike 1. Julian Vargas at the plate. Runner on first base with no outs. 0-1 pitch outside. Throw down to first, not in time. One and one. Pitch. That'll be high, shallow center field. Kirkland slides under it. It's in and out of his glove. So the batter will be safe, but he gets up and makes a throw to second base for the force out. Kirkland turned a negative into a positive there to get out number 1. So Donovan Moreno forced out at second base. And I'm going to credit the batter with a single there. Vargas. Runner on first, 1 away. Next batter, Railsback. Swings at the pitch for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 2. 0-2 now to the batter, Riley Railsback, who is the Muleshoe catcher. 0-2. Low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Railsback goes down swinging for out number 2. 2 outs, runner on first base, and here comes the number 8 batter in the order for the Mules. This is Nehemiah Sanchez. So Sanchez steps into the box for the first time today. Pitch. Foul ball. Out of play. Over the first base, visitors dugout. 0-1 to the batter, Sanchez. McNeese with the 0-1 pitch. Comes right back to him on the grounder. He gloves it, throws to first, and it's in time for out number 3. And that will retire the side. Muleshoe leaves one stranded, but they can't bring any across. And we played 2 complete here in Muleshoe. Your score, Littlefield 2, Muleshoe 0. We'll be right back.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. As we move to inning number 3, the top of the third, it will be the 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up in the order for the Wildcats. It'll be Dawson Adkins, followed by Adam McDonald and Chip Green in the batting order. Brayton Butler remains on the mound for Muleshoe. So here comes Dawson. He walked his last time up. Dawson Adkins steps into the box for the Littlefield Wildcats for the second time today. Great weather tonight for baseball. Heads up. Nope. Dawson Adkins takes the first pitch here and will foul it up and out of play. 0-1 to the batter, Adkins, after the foul ball. Butler is at 47 pitches for Muleshoe. The 0-1 curveball comes in for a called strike 2. And now it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Adkins. Pitch, curveball, and he'll hit this one over the third baseman out into left field. And that'll get down for a base hit. That is a leadoff single for Dawson Adkins. Short fly ball to left. That brings Adam McDonald to the plate for the Wildcats. McDonald is 1 for 1 with a double today. Had a hard hit grounder down the third base line just inside the bag his first time up. And came into dirt, ball 1. 1-0 to the batter, McDonald. Adkins, the base runner, on first. 1-0 pitch. That'll be a bunt, little pop-up bunt past the pitcher. But Butler picks it up, gets it to first in time for out number 1. So Adam McDonald will sacrifice the out to move the runner over. Adkins now at second base. Runner on second with 1 away, and here comes Chip Green to the plate. Green walked his last time up. Here's Butler with the first pitch to Chip Green, and that will be fouled over the backstop and out of play. There is a lot more ruckus coming from the softball field than there is at the baseball field tonight. They got air horns and all kinds of stuff. Noisemakers. Back of the plate, 0-1 to Chip Green. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. Count evens at 1-1 to the batter Green. Ian Mendez is on deck. Braden Redmond in the hole for the Wildcats. Dawson Adkins, the base runner, at second. Here's the 1-1 to Chip. High and inside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
It almost got the tip of his bat.
Yeah, it did. I don't like that rule. I guess it has to be a foul ball, but if it comes behind you and hits the bat over your shoulder, it's ruled a foul.
Yeah, it's not a great one, right?
I've never been a fan of that one. I don't know what else it would be, but that pitch is in the dirt, ball 3. It's like if you never, and then when it hits the knob of the bat too.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you're not going to swing the bat, how could it be foul? But
yeah.
Whatever. 3-1. Butler with a pitch. Swing. And another foul ball out of play. About 2 feet in front of an old lady. Strike 2 on the foul ball. It's now a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Chip Green. Payoff pitch out of the stretch. He'll foul that one straight back.
It's a good thing this is metal.
I never flinch, but I flinched that time. I never flinch, and I flinched that time. I feel like less of a man.
Well, I've seen some quote-unquote men do a lot worse.
Payoff pitch outside, ball 4. That'll put Chip on first with Dawson Adkins at second base. At least I didn't like put my hands up in front of my face and squeal or something.
If you would have squealed, I, dead serious, would have just turned your mic off and finised the
You're like,
broadcast
I'll
by
take it
myself.
from here.
Yep. Go ahead and sit down in the stands.
I wasn't going to squeal. I did edge my head a little bit over to the left. That's all I did. Ian Mendez at the plate now. Runners at first and second with 1 out for the Wildcats. 2-0, Littlefield on top. That pitch is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Oh, okay.
Here's Butler, the 1-0 pitch to Mendez. That will miss low. Ball 2 rather. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 to the batter, Ian Mendez. Littlefield scored 2 runs in the first inning, and then it was a 2-0 pitch to Mendez is high for ball 3 now. 3 balls and no strikes. Mendez way ahead in the count. Pitch low and away, ball 4, that'll load him up. Littlefield has Ian Mendez at first, Chip Green at second. It'll be Dawson Adkins at third, and Braden Redmond coming to the plate, but not before we get a visit to the pitcher's mound for Muleshoe. As the infield will huddle up around their coach. Braden Redmond gets ready to come to the plate for the second time today. Redmond is 1 for 1 with a single, had a ground ball out to left field. It got past the third baseman. Out into left. No changes, just a pep talk out there. Brayton Butler on the mound, the starting pitcher for the Mules, has already thrown 62 pitches, and we are just in the top of the third. So here's Redmond, the Wildcat center fielder, steps into the box. Here's Butler. First pitch to Redmond with the bases loaded. High, ball one. Sacks are jammed with Ian Mendez at first, Chip Green at second, and Dawson Atkins at third. One 1-0 pitch to Redmond, outside, ball two. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Two 2-0 pitch to Redmond, high and inside, ball 3 now. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0 to the batter Redmond, and now the Muleshoe pitcher Brayton Butler is 1 pitch away from walking in a run. Dawson Atkins on third with the bases loaded. Pitch. Low and outside, ball 4, and Atkins will come in to score as Brayton Redmond draws the base on balls, and that will make your score 3-0, Littlefield on top. Now we have Brayton Redmond at first, Ian Mendez at second, and Chip Green at third. And Jacob Kirkland comes to the plate. Kirkland lined out to the shortstop in his last time up. First pitch of this at-bat. Catches the outside corner for a called strike one. Little generous call there. It's now 0-1. Next pitch. Swing and a grounder past the third baseman out into left field. Chip's going to score. Here comes Mendez, and they'll send him back to third base. And that will be an RBI single for Jacob Kirkland. And your score is now 4-0 Littlefield. The bases remain loaded. Jacob Kirkland at first, Brayton Redmond at second, Ian Mendez at third, and here comes Jaden Kirkland. Wind up, first pitch to Jaden, high, ball 1. 1 ball, no. Here's the 1-0. That one comes in for a called strike as he catches the outside corner. Wildcats catcher Jaden Kirkland. Pitch. He's going to lay down a bunt, first base line. First baseman picks it up, throws to first. It's in time for the out, but Mendez will score from. Scoring Mendez, allowing Brayton to go to third base. And G comes to the plate. First pitch is high, ball 1. 1-0 to the batter, Gabe Villanueva. Base hit would probably score 2 here. 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2-0. Butler, 2-0 delivery. High, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 3-0. Littlefield leads this game by a score 4, and that'll load him up once again as Villanueva draws the walk. Now G is at first, Jacob Kirkland at second, Brayton Redmond at third, and Major McNeese coming to the plate, and we'll see another visit to the mound for Muleshoe, and it looks like we'll see a pitching change. Brayton Butler, the starting pitcher for the Mules, will exit the game after having thrown 75 pitches and giving up 5 runs to the Wildcats. It's 5-0 Littlefield. We'll take a break while the new pitcher warms up, and we'll be back right after this.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy duty. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family.
Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending. Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
Welcome back in as we join it for strike one, and the second pitch is fouled off over the backstop for strike two, and Major down in the count. Littlefield has 2 outs with the bases loaded. Gabe Villanueva at first, Jacob Kirkland at second, and Braden Redmond at third. Mauricio Herrera now pitching. Here's the pitch. Low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 to the batter, Major McNeese. Littlefield leads the game 5-0 here, top of the third. Herrera with a 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Major goes down swinging. It's a drop third strike, but first base occupied, so that will be out number 3 as Major McNeese goes down swinging. We're headed to the bottom of the third with your score. Littlefield 5, Muleshoe zip. We'll be back right after this.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Olivia Seha here at Muleshoe, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 5-0, moving into the bottom of the third inning. Major Littlefield Wildcats. First pitch to Brayton Butler comes in for a strike. It's now 0-1. Brayton Butler, Johnny Hernandez, and Mauricio Herrera. Swing and a miss at strike 2. The 9, 1, and 2 batters up in the order here in the third for the Mules. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and it is a 3-pitch strikeout for Major McNeese against Brayton Butler. 1 away, nobody on for the Mules, and we go back to the top of the order. This is Johnny Hernandez, a left-handed batter, as he starts the second rotation through the order for the Mules. First pitch is a curveball that stays a little high for ball 1. Hernandez is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at-bat. He's going to foul this one straight back for strike 1. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Hernandez. Pitch in there for a called strike 2. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's strike three. Hernandez goes down swinging for out. Number 2, and it's back-to-back strikeouts here in the third for Major McNeese. Wildcats have McNeese on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate, Adam McDonald at first. Third, Gabe Villanueva out in left, Braden Redmond in center, and Jay White as that pitch misses a little low and inside for ball. Ball 1 to Mauricio Herrera. McNeese, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. It went chasing one outside. It's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to 2-1. To 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Mauricio Herrera. He's 2 balls, 1 strike to Mauricio Herrera. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Here's the 2-1. Outside. Ball 3 now. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Major with a payoff pitch. Fouled off over the backstop and out of play. Count remains full at 3-2. Major has 2 strikeouts here in the third inning. 1 pitch away from striking out the side. Pitch, and it's going to be a bunt. Slow roller. Major picks it up, throws to first, and it's in time. McDonald is there for the out. And Muleshoe goes 3 up, 3 down in the third inning. We're headed to the top of the fourth with your score. Littlefield 5, Muleshoe 0. We'll be right back.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGehee and let him shop multiple carriers. Visit David McGehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and
a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new I grew that. FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network and West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West along with Olivia Seha behind home plate here in Muleshoe, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 5-0, moving into the top of inning number 4. It will be the 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up for Littlefield. Dawson Adkins, followed by Adam McDonald and Chip Green. Mauricio Herrera remains on the mound for Muleshoe, pitching in relief of Brayton Butler. He only threw 4 pitches in the last inning. First pitch to Adkins. And it's going to hit him. It just grazed him. Dawson Adkins will go to first base, hit by a pitch. Just kind of grazed him a little bit. I don't know if you saw it, but you could hear it. So now that puts a runner on first for the Wildcats with no outs, and Adam McDonald comes to the plate. Time today. First pitch here is high, ball 1. Adam doubled in his first at-bat. So here's Herrera. The 1-0 pitch, swing us up as Adam McDonald lines. Outs, nobody on, and here comes Chip Green. Chip has walked twice in 2 outs to Chip from Mauricio Herrera. That pitch misses for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. This game was scheduled for here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. That one is popped up high in center field, or right field rather. Anything going in the 4th inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th with your score, Littlefield 5, Muleshoe 0. We'll be right back.
Is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many field area, and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Olivia Seha here in Muleshoe, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 5-0 moving into the bottom of the 4th. Major McNeese remains on the mound for Littlefield. He has thrown a total of 40 for ball 1. Major facing the 3, 4, and 5 batters coming up in the order for Muleshoe: Ryan Dominguez, Jake Villanueva, and Donovan Moreno. Throw is in time, and that's out number 1. As Ryan Dominguez grounds out for the Mules, and here comes Jake Villanueva. Jake is the cleanup hitter for Muleshoe. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. This is his second at 0-1 to the batter, Villanueva. Pitch, swing and a miss at strike 2. Just like that, Major way ahead in the count here, 0-2. Next pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike 3, and it's a 3-pitch strikeout to Jake Villanueva. 2 outs and nobody on. Major McNeese having an outstanding outing on the mound so far tonight. Donovan Moreno comes to the plate now for the Mules. Pitch outside, ball 1. Moreno walked his last time up. This is his second at-bat today. 1-0. Inside corner called, strike 1. Here's the 1-1. Low and in the dirt, ball 2. Major McNeese on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul ball. That'll make it 2-2. We have Adam McDonald on first, Dawson Adkins on second, Ian Mendez, Jacob Kirkland right. That pitch is outside for ball 3, and now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on for Muleshoe. Pitch, 5-0. Moreno steps back into the box. Here's the 3-2 number 3. We've played 4 complete here in Muleshoe, and your score is Littlefield 5, Muleshoe 0. We'll be back.
Flat tire or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network, where the Wildcats lead the game 5-0 here in the top of the fifth. We want to say thanks to our sponsors. All of the commercials that you hear during the breaks, those businesses make it possible for us to do this every time the Wildcats take the field, and we want to say thanks to them. So if you hear the commercials on the broadcast here, be sure and tell them you appreciate their support of our broadcasts, because without them, we couldn't do it. So here we go. It'll be Ian Mendez, Braden Redmond, and Jacob Kirkland up in the order for the Wildcats, the 5, 6, and 7 batters. Mauricio Herrera remains on the mound for the Mules, pitching in relief of Brayton Butler. First pitch to Mendez is high for ball 1. Ian is 0 for 1 with a fly out and a walk today. That fly out was to right field. Here's the 1-0. And he's going to hit this one out into left. Shallow left. Left fielder gets up under it and makes the catch. Donovan Moreno with a good catch out there from Muleshoe in left field. That's one away on the fly out for Ian Mendez. One out, nobody on for the Wildcats, and here comes Braden Redmond. Redmond is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Here's the first pitch to Redmond. Low, ball 1. You flinched. But you're a girl, that's okay.
Correction, I'm a woman.
I stand corrected. 1-0 to the batter, Braden Redmond. Pitch. He's going to rip this one on a grounder, foul down the third base line. 1-1 to the batter, Redmond. Jacob Kirkland on deck. Jaden Kirkland in the hole. One out, nobody on for Littlefield here in the top of the fifth. Wildcats lead it 5-0. 1-1 pitch. Curveball comes in for a called strike 2. And now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter, Redmond. Here's Herrera with a 1-2 delivery. Curveball comes in for a called strike 3. And Redmond goes down looking for out number 2. 2 outs and nobody on for Littlefield, and here comes Jacob Kirkland. Jacob is one line drive to the shortstop baseman. First pitch to Jacob here comes in for a strike. So Mauricio Herrera doing much better on the mound than the first Muleshoe pitcher tonight. At least at throwing strikes. Here's the 0-1. Curveball stays high. Ball 1, count evens at 1-1. Here's Herrera with a 1-1 pitch, high and a little outside, ball 2, 2-1. Wildcats will be back in action for their third game this week on Saturday at noon when the Roosevelt Eagles come to town. We'll be there with a broadcast here on the Littlefield Sports Network, Saturday, 12 noon in Littlefield. Here's Kirkland with a grounder to third. Ball is stopped. Throw to first is in time for out number 3, and the Littlefield Wildcats go down in order in the fifth. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 5 with your score, Littlefield 5, Muleshoe 0. We'll be back right after this.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, by putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 4 94763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back in as we join play in progress. The first pitch here in the bottom of the fifth is hit out into right field, and Jacob Kirkland will make the catch for out number one. This was Julian Vargas who flies out to right. Good communication out there between Jacob Kirkland and Braden Redmond out there in right center field. Bottom of the fifth, Littlefield on top, 5-0. It's now one out with nobody on for Muleshoe. Riley Railsback comes to the plate. First pitch here is fouled off over the first base dugout for strike one. 0-1 to the batter Railsback. Riley Railsback is 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Here's McNeese with the 0-1 pitch, and that one is fouled off and out of play. Strike two on the foul. We're now 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and another foul ball. 3 consecutive fouls to start this at-bat for Railsback. Major McNeese, all the starters are in their positions here in the fifth inning. Major McNeese on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Donald at first, Dawson Adkins is at second, Ian Mendez at shortstop, and Chip Green at third. Gabe Villanueva in left, Braden Redmond in center, and Jacob Kirkland in right. 0-2. That one misses low. It's ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Down the middle for a called strike 3 as Railsback goes down looking for out number 2. 2 outs and nobody on for the Mules, and here comes Nehemiah Sanchez. Sanchez is 0 for 1 with a ground out as he grounded it back to the pitcher, McNeese. In his last at-bat, Nehemiah is batting 8th in the order for the Mules. 2 outs and nobody on here. Bottom of the fifth. Wildcats on top. 5-zip. Pitch. A little high. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Adkins gloves it. Throws to first, and it's in time for out number 3. As Muleshoe goes 3 up, 3 down in the fifth. We played 5 complete with your score. Littlefield 5, Muleshoe 0. We'll be right back.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network and West 11 Sports as we move to the top of the sixth inning. Wildcats on top here 5-0 over the Muleshoe Mules here in Muleshoe. It will be the 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up in the order for the Wildcats. Jaden Kirkland, followed by Gabe Villanueva and Major McNeese. Mauricio Herrera remains on the mound for Muleshoe, pitching in relief of Brayton Butler. He has thrown just 19 pitches in the relief effort. Here's the first pitch to Kirkland. Swings at a curveball for strike one. Kirkland is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a bunt out. Jaden, the Wildcats catcher, steps back into the box. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a fly ball hit out into left field. The left fielder off his glove is going to pick it up and make the throw to the infield, but Jaden will be safe at second base. Donovan Moreno on the fly ball. It hit him in the glove and bounced out. That'll be an error on the left fielder. Runner coming in for Jaden Kirkland, the catcher. This is Blayton Solis. Blayton Solis now running at second base for Jaden Kirkland. 5-0, Littlefield on top with a runner on second base and no outs. Here's Gabe Villanueva. Villanueva is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk, and he'll foul this one off. G is the number 9 batter in the order for the Wildcats. Major McNeese is on deck. Villanueva steps back into the box. Here's the 0-1. Low and inside, right at his shoes. Gets past the catcher, and that will allow Solis to go to third. So now Littlefield, with no outs, has a runner on third base. So 1-1. Herrera with the next pitch. That'll be hit out into center field, and it will get down for a base hit. And a run will score as Blayton Solis scores from third. It's an RBI single on a short fly ball, a little Texas leaguer to dead center field. And that makes the score 6-0. Littlefield on top. With a runner on first and no outs, it's Major McNeese now at the plate. He shows bunt. He'll lay it down foul. 0-1. Wildcats on top here, 6-0 in the top of the 6th. Major McNeese at the plate, Dawson Adkins on deck. Adam McDonald in the hole for the Wildcats. No outs here in the 6th inning. Mauricio Herrera from Muleshoe delivers the next pitch to Major, goes behind him. And on the wild pitch, Villanueva will go to second base. It's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Littlefield now with a runner in scoring position. G is at second with no outs. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Major. High and outside, ball 2. Mauricio Herrera came in relief of Brayton Butler and was just firing strikes. And now here in the 6th inning, he's struggling. It's kind of all over the place. 2-1 now to McNeese. 2-1 pitch. Low. Throw to second base, and they got him. Gabe Villanueva off the bag at second and is thrown out by the catcher. Wow. Gabe Villanueva out at second base. From the catcher to the shortstop. Back at the plate, 3-1. 1 out, nobody on for Littlefield. Pitch. Ball 4. And Major will draw the walk as he goes to first base. Dawson Adkins will come to the plate now for Littlefield. One away, runner on first for the Wildcats. First pitch to Adkins, low and outside. Major's going to try to steal and will steal. Gets past second base out into center field, and Major will be safe at third. So Major McNeese steals second base and then takes third base on an errant throw. And now Littlefield has a runner on third with 1 out. Wildcats on top 6-0 here in the 6th. Back at the plate to Dawson Adkins. It is 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Ball 2, rather. 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 to Dawson. Here's Herrera. The 2-0 pitch. Misses inside for ball 3. Now 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 to the batter, Adkins. Adam McDonald is on deck for the Wildcats. Herrera with a 3-0 delivery right down the middle for a called strike 1, and now it's 3-1. 31 to Dawson Adkins. Base hit would score Major from third. Three-one pitch, curveball, comes in for a strike. That's strike 2 now. It's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 to the batter, Dawson Adkins. Three-two pitch. Low and outside, ball 4. Adkins draws the walk. And that will put runners on the corners for the Wildcats. Dawson Adkins at first, Major McNeese at third, and here comes Adam McDonald. McDonald coming to the plate now. He's 1 for 3 today with a double. He bunted out and then lined out to the pitcher in his last at-bat. Littlefield leads the game here 6-0. Herrera delivers the pickoff throw to first, is not in time.
Totally regretting leaving my cash in the car.
You need a paleta, raspas, none of that?
Guess not.
First pitch here is grounded foul. Paleta man looking for some business. Go hit him up for a sponsorship. See if he wants to advertise on the ball games. 0-1 to McDonald. Here's the next pitch. In there for a strike. They've just grazed the outside corner there. It's now 0-2, so Adam is down to the count. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ground ball to third, foul just outside the bag. And the count remains 0-2 to Adam McDonald. We have runners on the corners for the Wildcats here in the top of the 6th inning. Six to 0, Littlefield leads the game. Herrera with the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. McDonald goes down swinging for out number 2. So it's 2 outs and nobody on. Correction, 2 outs and 2 on for the Wildcats. Runners on the corners. And here comes Chip Green. We have Dawson Adkins on first. Major McNeese at third. Green, the cleanup hitter, comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Green, and it's outside for ball 1. Chippy is 0 for 2. He's got 2 walks and a fly out today. So he's 0 for 1. So Chip's due for a hit here. 1-0 to the batter, Brenton Green. Pitch. Man, he's liking that outside corner right here. Strike 1. Man. 1-1. One pitch. That one misses inside. Oh no, Major coming home. We'll have to go back as Muleshoe. I thought Major was in trouble there for a minute, but Muleshoe couldn't make the play, and Major got back safely to third. Meanwhile, Dawson Adkins is still at first, and it's 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike at the plate to Chip Green. Pitch, and he'll ground this one foul, lumpy, and you don't get a true roll, and that thing just kind of, you can see those ground balls are a little tough to field. That one was hopping along in foul territory. Two-two pitch to Green. High and inside, hits him. Chip Green hit by a pitch will go to first base, and that will load him up for the Wildcats. Green at first, Dawson Adkins at second, and Major McNeese goes to third, stays at third base. And that will bring Ian Mendez to the plate for the Wildcats. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Ian is 0 for 2 with a fly out, a walk, and a fly out in that order. This is his 4th at bat. The Wildcats shortstop steps into the box. First pitch to Mendez. Swing and a foul ball down the left field line, and it is out of play.
Ugh.
No, it was almost caught there.
Yeah, I was like, that is.
Yeah, right at the
real
fence.
Close.
The third baseman, Vargas, almost made the catch there. Looked like it was on the other side of the fence, and then it hit him in the glove and fell out. So that will be a long strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 to the batter, Mendez. 0-1 pitch. Low and outside. Ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. But not here. 1-1 pitch. He's going to foul this one over the backstop and out of play. Strike 2 on the foul ball. Now the headlights are off, but you ever been at a baseball game when somebody has their headlights on in the outfield and everybody starts screaming at them?
It's usually like at a T-ball game.
Yeah, the Little League games. Yeah, all the moms start losing their minds, you know.
Goodness.
Here's the 1-2. Curveball in there for a called strike 3, and Mendez goes down looking for out number 3. As the Wildcats leave the bases loaded, we're headed to the bottom of the 6th with your score. Wildcats 6, Mules 0. We'll be right back.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community. And today they continue to strive for that of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its members. An energy cooperative.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball. The first pitch of the bottom of the 6th inning is going to be a base hit for Muleshoe. This is Brayton Butler who comes to the plate and will single to shallow center field. 6-0 is our score. Littlefield on top, bottom of the 6th inning. Mules now have a runner on first base with no outs, and we're back to the top of the order for Johnny Hernandez. Johnny Hernandez is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He's going to lay down a bunt. Third baseline, Chip gloves it, throws to first, and it's in time for out number 1. Nice play by Chip Green. The 5-3 put out does advance the runner over to second base. Major McNeese, the starting pitcher on the mound for the Wildcats, has thrown 69 pitches. This next pitch will be number 70. And he'll face Mauricio Herrera. Herrera is the second batter in the order for Muleshoe. First pitch here is grounded through the infield out into right. And a base hit single for Mauricio Herrera. A ground ball single. Does advance Butler to third, so now Muleshoe has runners on the corners with 1 out. Ryan Dominguez comes to the plate now for the Mules. Major McNeese on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald at first, Dawson Adkins at second, Ian Mendez at short, Chip Green at third. First pitch to Dominguez. That's going to be a grounder up the middle. And a run will score as Ian Mendez, the shortstop, couldn't field it cleanly there in the dirt. And everybody's safe. Ryan Dominguez gets on and will charge an error to the shortstop, Mendez. Top, Muleshoe has runners at first and second. Jake Villanueva comes to the plate, swings at the first pitch here for strike one. Villanueva is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Runners at first and second for the Mules. Pitch. Outside, ball one. Count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 to the batter, Villanueva. Pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 2. Major brings the heat on that one, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miss at strike 3, and Jake Villanueva has struck out 3 times tonight from the cleanup position. And here comes Donovan Moreno. Moreno is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Swings at the first pitch here for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Moreno. First base side, that's strike 2. It's now 0-2 to the batter, Moreno. Oh-2 pitch. Outside, runner's going to go to third, gets past Green, but the runner at third base, Herrera, will stay put. And that allows Ryan Dominguez to go to second now. So runners at second and third now for the Mules. Back of the plate, 1-2. Next pitch. Just misses inside for ball 2, and now the count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third for Muleshoe. Pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to Mendez. He gloves it, throws to first. And he outruns the throw. The throw didn't get there in time. Adam McDonald was in the splits, and Mauricio Herrera scores. And that makes it 6-2. Littlefield on top, but Muleshoe is going to go out and question the call there. It was a close play. It was just that Moreno outran the throw. Yeah, it was hard for me to tell, but the umpire didn't hesitate. Julian Vargas. Major McNeese is at 80 pitches on the night. This will be number 81. McNeese throughout the first 5 innings, but here in the bottom of the 6th, Muleshoe putting it in play. Here's the 1-0, and that'll be a ground ball, slow roller, just like a bunt. McNeese fields it, and he'll just hang on to it. It was a full swing, but it just rolled out in that grass like a bunt would, and now the bases are loaded.
Yeah, it was almost as if it kind of went off the barrel, like it kind of went down the barrel and just kind of shot out a little bit.
So the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Muleshoe, and here comes Riley Railsback. Railsback, the catcher, is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He went down swinging, then went down looking. His first 2 at-bats. First pitch here misses maybe a little high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Next pitch, swing and a foul ball into the catcher's glove. It'll be strike 1. 1-1 out of the box. 6-2. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Major gets the call from Jaden Kirkland. Here's the 2-1. Little outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now, 3-1. Muleshoe has the bases loaded and 2 outs. Here's the 3-1 delivery, and it's fouled back to the backstop. It'll be a full count now. And Major McNeese is 1. Here's the 3-2. Runners are on the move, and it's fouled off. Count remains full at 3-2. And again, the runners will be going on the next pitch. Swing and another foul ball. Out of play. It's a full count. They're going to bring the umpire some more baseballs. Full count. Here's McNeese. High, ball 4, and a run will score on the bases loaded walk. And now it's 6-3, and here comes Coach Green out of the dugout. 6-3 Muleshoe. They have the tying run on first. And Muleshoe will send in a courtesy runner for the catcher, Railsback. This will be number 10, Ram Regalado. Ram Regalado running at first base now for Railsback. The bases 6-3, Wildcats on top. Muleshoe has scored 3 runs here in the 6th inning rally. Sanchez steps into the box. First pitch here is in there for a called strike. A great job there from Jaden Kirkland to frame it for the ref, the umpire. 0-1. Kirkland calls time, and they'll reset. 0-1. Pitch, curveball, beautiful curve there for a strike 2. Got him to swing. Unhittable pitch there. That would have been tough to make contact with that one. It's 0-2 now. Here's McNeese. 0-2 pitch, comes back with a fastball, swing, and a miss for strike 3. Sanchez goes down swinging, and the Wildcats get a much-needed third out. We're headed to the 7th inning with your score. Littlefield 6, Muleshoe 3. We'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back in to Muleshoe, Texas, as we move to the top of the 7th inning. Littlefield on top 6-3, and it will be the 6, 7, and 8 batters coming up in the order for the Wildcats. Braden Redmond, followed by Jacob Kirkland and Jaden Kirkland. The first pitch there to Redmond is for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. There's the next pitch outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Maurice that Muleshoe has used tonight. Here's the 2-0. Low and away, ball 3 now. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0 to the batter, Braden Redmond. Redmond 1 for 2 tonight with a single, a walk, and a strikeout. Here's the 3-0 pitch. It's going to be in the dirt. Redmond will go to first base with a base on balls. Runner on first with no outs. And here comes Jacob Kirkland to the plate. Kirkland is 1 for 3 with a line out single to left field on a grounder, and then his last at bat, he grounded out to third base. Littlefield looking for some insurance runs here in the top of the 7th, leading 6-3. Pickoff throw to first is not in time. Mauricio Herrera on the mound. Right-hander delivers the first pitch here to Kirkland, and he will foul it off out of play. Last night to Idalou at home. That game was postponed from Saturday, and it was played yesterday in Littlefield. It was all Idalou. Littlefield trying to bounce back tonight, but Muleshoe, this is a much improved baseball team from past seasons. Here's the 0-1. Runner's going to go, and Kirkland will be safe, or rather Redmond will be safe at second base on the steal. And Muleshoe knew that he was going. Rails back, stood up in his stance, ready to make the throw, and just unable to make an accurate throw from behind home plate. Back at the plate, it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Kirkland. Jacob Kirkland by the batter Kirkland. Jaden Kirkland is on deck, and Gabe Villanueva in the hole for the Wildcats. Here's the 1-1. Low and in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to the batter Kirkland. Two-one pitch. Swing and a grounder. Gets through between the shortstop and third base. They'll hold Redmond up at third, but Kirkland is on with a single, and that will leave runners on the corners for the Wildcats with no outs. A well-placed ground ball to left field for Jacob Kirkland, and here comes Jaden Kirkland. Runners on the corners with no outs. Littlefield trying to add some insurance runs here in the top of the 7th. Jaden is 0 for 3. Pickoff throw to first is not in time. Jaden is 0 for 3 with a fly out. He bunted out, but he did reach on an error in his last at-bat. Hit a fly ball to left. It was off the left fielder's glove. That pitch is low and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 to the batter, Jaden Kirkland. Gabe Villanueva on deck. Major McNeese in the hole. Deep, got it in the sweet spot. It's going back to the wall, rolling up against the fence over the head of the left fielder. 1 run will score. Jacob will be held up at third, and Jaden is standing up at second with an RBI double to deep left field. And the Wildcats make it 7-3. No outs, runners at second and third, and we will see a courtesy runner coming in. This is Blayton Solis once again. Solis at second, Jacob Kirkland at third, and here comes the pitch to G is low and inside for ball one. Our score is now 7-3, Littlefield on top. Here's the 1-0. That'll be a fly ball hit high out into the gap in left center field, and it will be caught by the left fielder. Kirkland will tag and go from third, and he'll score. A sacrifice fly to left center field by Gabe Villanueva. Thought for a moment there it had a chance to get down, but it was a good play by Donovan Moreno, the left fielder of Muleshoe, to get to it in the gap. The score is now 8-3, Littlefield, 8-3, top of the seventh. One away. Runner on second base is Blayton Solis. He had to stay tagged up there on the fly out. We go back to the top of the order, Major McNeese. He starts the fifth rotation through the order for the Wildcats. First pitch to Major. Comes right down the middle for a called strike one. 0-1 to Major McNeese. Oh, 1 pitch. Low and inside, ball one. The count evens up at 1-1 to Major. Dawson Adkins in the on-deck circle. Inside, ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Here's Herrera with a 2-1 pitch to McNeese. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 3-1. Three-one pitch, hitters count to McNeese inside, ball 4. So Major draws a walk, and that puts runners at first and second for the Wildcats. That'll bring Dawson Adkins to the plate. Dawson Adkins is 1 for 1 with a walk, a single, hit by a pitch, and a walk in that order. He's been on base all 4 times. And one way or another, first pitch to Adkins here is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Littlefield has McNeese on first. Blayton Solis running for Jaden Kirkland at second. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. 8-3, Wildcats on top. And Herrera will fake the throw to second base as Solis gets back in to the bag there at second. 1-0 to Adkins. Pitch was behind him. Ball 2. Next pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Mauricio Herrera, the Muleshoe pitcher, is just struggling right now, struggling to throw strikes. It's 3-0. He's thrown 68 pitches. Over half of those have been for ball. 36 of them have been for a ball. That one comes in for a strike, and now it's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike to Dawson Adkins. Here's the 3-1, way outside for ball 4, and that will load the bases for the Wildcats. Dawson Atkins at first, Major McNeese at second, and Blayton Solis at third, and here comes the Muleshoe coach. Wildcats lead this game by a score of 8-3 here in the top of the 7th. Muleshoe struggling to get outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Wildcats trying to add as many as we can here before we go to the bottom of inning number 7. Muleshoe, the home team batting in the bottom frame, will get the last at-bat. Adam McDonald will be coming to the plate for the Wildcats, and Adam is 1 for 4. In his first at-bat of the game, he doubled to left field, but then bunted out, lined out, and struck out in his next 3 at-bats. So they'll leave Mauricio in the game on the mound for Muleshoe. And McDonald will come to the plate, the Wildcats' first baseman. So Adam steps in. The Sacks are jammed with 1 out here. First pitch to Adam. Swing and a pop-up. It's going to be shallow. Well, it won't even get out of the infield. And Ryan Dominguez makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs, bases loaded for the Wildcats, and here comes Chip Green. First pitch to Chip, outside, ball 1. Chip is due for a hit. He's got 2 walks, a fly out, and then was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. I wouldn't mind seeing Chip put one over the left field wall for a little grand slam here to put an exclamation point on this game. That pitch comes in for a strike, and now it's 1-1. 1 ball up next in the order. 1-1. High and inside, hits him. And for the second at-bat in a row, Chip Green is hit by a pitch. This time it's with the bases loaded, and Blayton Solis will score. That makes it 9-3, Littlefield on top. 9-3, bases loaded, 2 outs. Here comes Mendez. Ian Mendez, the Wildcat shortstop. He's 0 for 3 with a fly out, a walk, a fly out, and a strikeout. So Ian steps up to the plate with the bases loaded. Chip Green on first, Dawson Atkins at second, Major McNeese at third. First pitch to Mendez, foul ball. Check swing, foul ball. Strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Mendez. Here's Herrera. The 0-1 pitch. Way outside. Ball 1 rather. Good stop there by the Muleshoe catcher. Rails back. I think Major, if that would have got past him, Major would have scored. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball, foul territory on the left field line, and it's caught by the third baseman for out number 3 to retire the side. But Littlefield gets some insurance runs on the top of the 7th. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 7 with your score. Littlefield 9, Muleshoe 3. 3 outs and it's over. We'll be back right after this.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. As we move to the bottom of the seventh, Littlefield leads by a score of 9-3. Here's Brayton Butler to the plate. First pitch was in there for a strike. Second one misses for ball one. Count goes 1-1. Major McNeese still on the mound for the Wildcats. A complete game now for McNeese. That's high, ball two. He's thrown 96 pitches. 2-1. Just misses outside for ball three. Now it's 3-1. Left-handed pitcher versus left-handed batter. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike two. Went chasing a high one, and now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Brayton Butler. All 9 starters are still in their positions for the Wildcats. Here's the payoff pitch. And that'll miss outside for ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk for Muleshoe. Wildcats have McNeese on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald is over at first. Dawson Adkins playing second. Ian Mendez at shortstop, and Chip Green at third. We have Gabe Villanueva in left, Braden Redmond in center, and Jacob Kirkland in right. As that pitch misses high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Johnny Hernandez. That pitch in there for a strike. Throw down to first, not in time, but the count goes 1-1 back at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Johnny Hernandez. Pitch, swing and a miss at strike 2 as he went chasing a high one. It's now 1-2. 9-3 is our score. 9-3 Littlefield. 1-2 pitch. High, ball 2. Count goes even at 2-2. Swing and a foul tip. He got a little piece of it. The foul ball. Count remains 2-2. Temperature starting to drop out here tonight. 2. Lays off of a high one there. It'll be ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Swing and a miss at strike 3 as Johnny Hernandez goes down swinging for out number 1. 1 away, runner on first base. Wildcats are 2 outs away from winning this game. Coach Blake Green is going to come over and talk to the umpire here. I don't know what the deal is. I've got always checking the pitch count. Major's pitch count, 106. This will be pitch number 107 for Major. Outside, ball 1. 1-0 to the batter, Mauricio Herrera. Pitch, swing, and a fly ball down the right field line. In and out of the glove of Jacob Kirkland. Kirkland's going to have to pick it up at the fence. And everybody's safe. Runners at first and second for Muleshoe with 1 out. And here comes Dominguez. Ryan Dominguez at the plate. Runners at first and second base. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. He's going to hit this one. Out to the shortstop. Mendez steps on the bag, throws to first, not in time. Gets past McDonald, but he gets the fortunate bounce off of the chain link, and it comes back to him. Mauricio Herrera is forced out at second base on the fielder's choice. So 2 outs with runners on the corners now for Muleshoe. Runners at first and third, and Jake Villanueva comes to the plate. Major McNeese has struck this batter out 3 times tonight. He is 0 for 3. First pitch here is foul down the right field line. And Adam McDonald can't make the catch at the fence. Man, he was close. Heck of an effort there from Adam McDonald. If you're watching on YouTube, you didn't get the view as it was out of our camera angle, but Adam made a great effort there. Thought he may have had it at the fence, but it is a foul ball. It's 0-1. Pitch, swing and a miss at strike 2, and now it's 0-2. Can Major McNeese strike out their cleanup hitter 4 times in a row? This would win the game. The 0-2. In there for a called strike 3 as Villanueva goes down looking for out number 3 to retire the side and end the game. The Wildcats win it by a score of 9-3. We're going to take a 60-second break, and we'll be back to wrap this one up right after this.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal, dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball. This one is in the books as the Wildcats win it by a final score of 9-3. Littlefield scored 2 runs in the first, 3 runs in the third, 1 run in the 6th, and 3 runs in the 7th. Wildcats scored 9 runs on 7 hits, committed 2 errors, and left 11 runners stranded on base tonight. Muleshoe scored all 3 of their runs in the 6th inning. They scored 3 runs on 6 hits. They committed 3 errors and left 7 runners stranded on base. That's going to do it for us here tonight in Muleshoe. The Wildcats will be back in action on Saturday when the Roosevelt Eagles come to town, 12 noon first pitch. We'll be there with a play-by-play here on the Littlefield Sports Network. That's going to do it for us tonight. Wildcats win. Make it a great evening, everyone.
This has been a presentation of West 11 Sports Media. Today's Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network has been brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, FiberMax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, Always Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC. This is West 11 Sports, your home for Littlefield High School sports.